Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome folks, today the Hungry Gamer is back with another mini preview, and today we're talking about Cytress, designed by Sean Lee. Now, what this game is it is a tableau building, engine building, area control game with a big old building in the middle. And when I say a big old building in the middle, I mean there's a tower that you build, a la Everdell, that kind of thing. And before I go any further, if you're looking for a good rules rundown, I highly recommend you check out Brains on Games. Brian has done, it should be Dr. Brian, has done a very good rundown on how the game is played. It's really good. He's got a cool channel anyway, which you should check out, but he's got a great rundown on the rules. I'll link to that down in the description. But what this game is it is all of those things that I said. Now, on their own, none of those elements is particularly unique. However, the way they all come together is pretty darn clever because you're using your tableau building, your engine building, to build up your person, your character. And the more you kind of build that up in this kind of cyberpunk setting, you're going to get more and more abilities or more and more resources that you can use, etc. And then you're using the area control to allow you to build these towers that are going to let you take your cubes off of the board down at the bottom and put them onto this tower as you're trying to get from the really seedy underbelly of society up onto the Tower of Goodness and Love. Or rich people, I guess. I don't know what's up there. But by getting up there, that's how you're going to be getting your points. And then, of course, when you take a cube off the board, then suddenly that space can be used again. And you're left with this pretty impressive table presence as you're going through it. Now, what do I like about this game? Clearly, I like the table presence. I think it looks pretty cool. I enjoy the kind of psychedelic look. It's not psychedelic. This is not Cosmic Frog, but kind of the neon lights and the bright colors. I like bright colored things. I don't know. But I like the way that it looks on the table. Clearly, you have this tower, which is very cool, but then you're building up these other little towers, which is also very, very cool. It just looks really good out there. And I also like the way that you're building up your engine, your character in this way that, yes, I've played games before where your character gets better as you go, but I haven't played a Euro-style game that really kind of leans into that. And this is kind of in that Euro realm, and so it really leans into that building of the character, the faction that you're playing in a way that I think is actually quite satisfying. And then the last thing that I like about it is I have a love-hate relationship with area control, and usually it's because so often the games are very long that you're doing area control, and that just tends to rub me the wrong way. I have more of a likelihood of getting butthurt at some point in the game. But this game plays relatively quickly, and you're taking your cubes and you're shooting them up these little tubes, and you're getting them on this tower of happiness and rich people. And then it's opening that space up. So even if you get outplayed, you're going to have a chance to kind of take that later on and use that. And I do like the way that works. So what are my quibbles with the game? The first one is, man, does it take up a big old honking chunk of space. I mean, it takes a lot of space on the table. And then along with that, though, the area control board, the little hexes are itty bitty tiny little dingies that you're just putting a cube in there. You're putting these little towery things in there. But for something that is so visually big, the spaces are really small. Now, I'm not saying that I think they should be bigger, because then you would have to get like 3 tables to play, but it visually, it hits me as, yeah, I don't have a word for it. I can't think of the word. And then the next thing is, there's a lot of bits. There's a whole bunch of bits in this game. And you got your cubes, you got all the cards, you got this tower thing, you got all the little boards that you're going to put together to make the area control thing, you got all the little stacking, interlocking tower things that you put out there. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be out there on the board. And this is a type of thing that, man, do not bump the table. Everything's going to fall over. But so there's a little bit of fiddle there with just the amount of stuff on the table. And then the last thing that I'll say is, and it's just something for you to kind of keep in mind, There is nothing revolutionary about this game. And I'm sure that sounds really, really bad. And I don't mean it in a hyper negative way, but what I mean is anybody who has played a bunch of games, if you have played engine builders and tableau builders, you have played an area control game, you have played a Euro game, you're going to be able to pick this game up real quick because it's a bunch of elements that you have seen before. They are put together in a new way, I think, and they're put together in an interesting way, I think. But it's not revolutionary. This is not a genre-defining game. And I know that's what people are looking for a lot of the time. But that said, it's a cool looking game, it's a fun game, and I would certainly play it. So there you have it, folks. That is Cytress. As always, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.